we are sharing with all of you that we are engaged. And we've been engaged for just about a month now.
What happens when the people you trust to deliver the news every morning become the headline themselves? For Amy Robach and T.J. Holmes, the line between their public personas and their private lives didn't just blur. It was obliterated in a spectacular inferno of scandal and forbidden love. This isn't just a story about a workplace romance that went too far. It's a gripping saga of ambition, betrayal, and a defiant love that cost them everything, only to be reborn from the ashes of a controversy that held a nation captive. It's a story that asks, what is the true price of happiness when the entire world is watching? Amy Robach and T.J. Holmes were the undisputed king and queen of daytime television, the charismatic, trustworthy faces of GMA3. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, a perfect blend of witty banter and serious journalism that made viewers feel like they were part of an exclusive club. Amy, a seasoned journalist known for her hard-hitting reports and her brave, public battle with cancer, was the picture of strength and professionalism. TJ, with his sharp wit and disarming charm, had climbed the ranks from local news to the national stage. Together, they were an unstoppable force, the kind of television magic that network executives dream of. They weren't just colleagues, they were a brand, and their success seemed limitless. But the perfect image they projected was a fragile facade, and behind the cameras, a different story was unfolding. Long before the scandal erupted, the whispers had already begun. In the hallowed halls of ABC and in gossip forums online, people were starting to talk. It wasn't just that Amy and TJ had chemistry. Their connection felt too deep, too authentic to be simply for show. There were the lingering glances that lasted a second too long, the inside jokes that made them break character, and a palpable energy that seemed to crackle between them, even when the cameras weren't rolling. They ran marathons together, posted friendly photos on social media, and presented themselves as the best of friends. But to a discerning eye, their friendship looked like a cover for something much deeper, a secret hiding in plain sight. Then, in the cold of November 2022, the whispers became a deafening roar. The Daily Mail dropped a bombshell, publishing a series of photographs that sent shockwaves across the internet. There they were, Amy and TJ, on what was described as a cozy getaway in upstate New York, looking every bit the secret lovers. Photos showed them laughing intimately at a bar, holding hands in a car, and TJ playfully touching Amy's back. The images were undeniable, irrefutable proof that the rumors were true. The affair was no longer a matter of speculation. It was a front-page scandal, and the fallout was destined to be swift, merciless, and utterly devastating. The reaction from their network, ABC, was immediate and severe. Almost overnight, Robach and Holmes were pulled from the air, their familiar faces vanishing from the GMA3 desk they had commanded for so long. The network, caught in a whirlwind of public outrage and internal panic, announced it was launching an investigation. The official line was that their relationship had become an internal and external disruption. Their careers, which had been on a meteoric rise, were now in freefall. And the corporate giant they had served so faithfully was now preparing to cast them out. The message was clear. The scandal was too big to ignore. As the media frenzy reached a fever pitch, the public became obsessed with untangling the messy timeline of their affair. Both Amy and TJ were married, Amy to actor Andrew Shue, and TJ to attorney Marilee Fiebig. The burning question was, when did their romance begin? Was this a sordid tale of infidelity, a betrayal of two families? Or had they honorably separated from their spouses before getting together? Anonymous sources from both camps fed the media conflicting stories. Some claimed they were both separated. Others insisted the affair was the reason for their divorces. This ambiguity only added fuel to the fire, turning their personal lives into a public trial. While the world debated their morality, Amy and TJ were thrust into what they would later call their year of hell. On the explosive debut episode of their podcast, they finally broke their silence, painting a harrowing picture of their lives after the scandal. They spoke of the crushing weight of public shame, the endless paparazzi that hounded their every move, and the profound impact on their mental health. They lost their jobs, their income, and for a time their sense of identity. "We were the folks who lost the jobs we love because we love each other," TJ stated, framing their story as one of sacrifice. It was a year of profound loss, but through it all, they clung to each other. By January 2023, the hammer finally fell. ABC announced that they had officially parted ways with both anchors. The carefully worded statement made it clear that this was the end of an era. But for Amy and TJ, it was also a moment of liberation. No longer bound by corporate rules or public relations strategies, they were free to live their truth. They made their relationship Instagram official, posting defiant photos of them together, a clear message to the world that they were unashamed and unwilling to hide their love any longer. They had lost their careers, but they had gained their freedom. Just when it seemed the story couldn't get any more complicated, a shocking new chapter emerged. Reports began to surface that their spurned ex-spouses, Andrew Shue and Marilee Fiebig, had found comfort in each other's arms. The two were spotted together, reportedly bonding over the shared trauma of their public divorces. This stunning development added a layer of almost poetic justice to the saga, a karmic twist that left everyone speechless. While Amy and TJ were building a new life from the rubble of their old one, their former partners were doing the exact same thing, together. In a brilliant and strategic move to seize control of their own story, Amy and TJ launched the Amy and TJ podcast. It was a direct-to-consumer comeback, a way to bypass the media that had vilified them and speak directly to the audience that had been so captivated by their downfall. The podcast became their confessional, their platform for redemption, and their new source of income. Here, they could be vulnerable, defiant, and, most importantly, authentic. It was their ultimate act of reclaiming the narrative, and on that very platform, they delivered their most stunning revelation yet. In a quiet, intimate moment on their podcast, they announced that they were engaged. TJ revealed that he had proposed to Amy on her 51st birthday, and they had been secretly engaged for months. "We wanted to be the first to tell you," TJ told their listeners, a poignant acknowledgement of how their story had been stolen from them before. This time, the biggest news of their lives was delivered on their own terms. In a moment of delicious irony, Amy shared a story that perfectly captured the absurdity of their new reality. She revealed that she had been wearing her massive diamond engagement ring in public for weeks, even attending a packed University of Georgia football game with 92,000 people, and not a single person had noticed. After being hounded by cameras for a year, their biggest secret was now hiding in plain sight. It was a lesson in, people aren't watching you as closely as you think they are, she mused. The scrutiny had vanished, and they were finally free. Now, as they plan their future, their focus is on privacy. Having had their lives dissected so publicly, they are determined to keep their wedding an intimate affair, far from the cameras and the headlines. Amy has spoken of wanting a small gathering, or even eloping, a clear sign that they are done performing for the public. Their journey forward is about them, and them alone. The scandal has irrevocably altered their career trajectories. They are no longer the polished, network-approved news anchors they once were. Instead, they are independent creators, building a new brand on their own terms. Their story is a powerful example of how public figures can now leverage new media to stage a comeback, turning scandal into a marketable brand of authenticity and resilience. Ultimately, the affair has cemented a complex and controversial legacy for Amy Robach and T.J. Holmes. Are they villains who callously betrayed their families and threw away their dream jobs? Or are they the heroes of a modern love story? Two people who risked everything for a chance at true happiness. The answer likely lies somewhere in between. Their story is a messy, complicated, and deeply human one. In the end, the saga of T.J. Holmes and Amy Robach serves as a powerful cautionary tale about the perilous intersection of love, ambition, and celebrity in the digital age. It's a story that reveals our insatiable appetite for scandal and our rush to judgment. Was their journey a reckless act of self-destruction, or was it a testament to a love that was simply too powerful to be denied? Whatever you believe, one thing is certain. They faced the inferno together and walked out on the other side, not unscathed, but undeniably united.